Dubai is one of my favorite places to visit, and that should come as no surprise. It is a city of luxury that caters to wealthy people. There are billion-dollar yachts in its marina, $1,000 meals in its restaurants, and million-dollar views from its penthouses. There are over 42,000 millionaires living in Dubai, making it one of the wealthiest cities in the world. However, there is one individual who rises above all the rest. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, and he lives a lifestyle in the wealthy city of Dubai beyond what many people can even imagine. Today, we're going to take a deep look at the wealth, life and assets of Sheikh Al Maktoum, who has an incredible net worth of $4 billion. Some of us are lucky enough to be born into wealthy families, and then there are some of us fortunate to be born into the family that has ruled over Dubai since 1833. And there are even fewer that are born into royalty. Al Maktoum immediately received the best education money could buy, attending prestigious schools in the United Kingdom. Once he became an adult, he returned to his home and headed the Dubai police force for quite a few years. In 1971, when the United Arab Emirates was formed, Al Maktoum became the Minister of Defense at the young age of 22. Makes me feel a little disappointed in what I was doing at 22, but my, what a year that was. But being the Minister of Defense wasn't quite enough. He became the Crown Prince of Dubai in 1995, and in 2006, he was crowned the ruler of Dubai and the Prime Minister of the United Arab Emirates in just 48 hours. Quite a quick upgrade. Now, Dubai wasn't always the wealthy, bustling destination that it is today. And one of the main reasons it has climbed its way to success is because of Al Maktoum's policies and decisions. During his career, he's overseen the creation of and helped form Emirate Airlines, Dubai Port Worlds, Dubai Internet City, Palm Islands, and the Burj Khalifa, the largest building on Earth. The $20 billion building is often cited as one of the most luxurious buildings in the world. And Al Maktoum certainly has a thing for luxurious buildings and properties. In Dubai, he owns 2 private man-made islands to escape and relax on, as well as his residence in Zabil Palace. Zabil Palace is a glorious estate, nestled into the center of Dubai, and is a private, secretive building. However, it is known to be a luxurious estate, with several pools, bedrooms, and state-of-the-art facilities. Now, those Dubai residences sound like they'd be enough for anyone, but not Al Maktoum. He's bought a fair number of properties in the UK. To be more precise, he's bought $100 million worth of real estate, and that's barely a fraction of his wealth. The most expensive, known as the Long Cross Estate, is worth $75 million. The historic estate has been shrouded in mystery since it was purchased by Al Maktoum in the 1990s, but judging by the aerial view, it is a palace fit for a king. The home is surrounded by a tall privacy fence, much to the frustration of the locals in the area. However, it is known the estate has lavish amenities and dozens of buildings that serve as servants' quarters. Al Maktoum also shattered records when he bought Dalham Hall for $45 million in 2009. The country estate spans over 3,300 acres, which comes with meadows, ponds, fields, forests, and 39 buildings. The estate was previously owned by diamond magnates and is known as the most luxurious country estate in England. But why Dalham Hall? After all, it's out of the way, miles from the nearest big city. However, it is close to something that is very near and dear to Al Maktoum's heart: Dalham Hall Stud, a thoroughbred horse stable. Horse racing is a rich person's game, and Al Maktoum loves to play. He founded Godolphin Racing in 1992, and it has quickly grown to be incredibly successful, having won over 5,000 races in its short history. Al Maktoum has made quite a name for himself by buying some of the most expensive horses on Earth. At Keeneland's yearling sale in 2019, Al Maktoum spent $16 million on just 10 horses, but that's nothing for him. In the 1980s, he bought a stud for a record-shattering $10.2 million. Of course, he has to buy facilities to really cater to these horses that cost more than a mansion, yacht, and private jet combined. He owns horse stables in Dubai, Japan, Ireland, and in the United States, where his prized gem, Jonabell Farm, can be found. At Jonabell Farm, the horses are cared for better than most people I know. Each stall has a skylight, a window, and an individual fan to keep the horses cool and comfortable. The fences aren't made of basic old wood. They're made of polymer that costs twice as much and is safer for the horses. Al Maktoum is known for spending an incredible amount of money on his horses, and it shows. That being said, he does make a lot of money off of the horses. At Jonabell Farm, Mediglia d'Oro is the most expensive breeding stallion in the world. It costs $200,000 to breed a mare with him. Horse breeding isn't his only hobby, thank God. After all, when you're a billionaire royal, you can afford some other, more exclusive hobbies, like yachting. There's nothing better than lounging in a hot tub on a yacht in the middle of the ocean, miles away from the nearest person. Well, aside from your servants, of course. While I own a few beautiful yachts of my own, none of them come close to Al Maktoum's super yacht, aptly named Dubai. Dubai costs a startling $400 million. Having had the pleasure of visiting the stunning feat of engineering, I have to say, I believe it's worth every single penny. The yacht is one of the longest in the world, at 532 feet. If the yacht was plopped on its bow, it would be taller than the Pyramid of Giza and nearly twice as tall as Big Ben. Needless to say, if Al Maktoum feels like throwing a party, he's got plenty of room. The boat can accommodate up to 48 guests in 28 separate suites. Each suite has flat-screen televisions, balconies, and luxurious restrooms. However, when you're on a yacht, you're going to want to spend most of your time out of the bedroom. Dubai has dozens of sunbathing decks, jacuzzis, and infinity pools, which are lined with gorgeous blue and green handmade tiling. There's also a private cinema, a gymnasium, lounge areas, and even a disco area. We all know kings like to party. But if he really feels like getting wild, there's a massive garage on the ship stocked with speedboats and jet skis. The garage houses a private submarine that would allow for a quick escape in case of emergency. Of course, there is one other way to get off the yacht: the massive helipad on the top of the ship, large enough to accommodate Al Maktoum's Black Hawk, which costs an estimated $6.7 million. Just imagine hopping in your $6.7 million vehicle to travel to your $400 million vehicle. That's the kind of life we can all aspire to live. Al Maktoum doesn't just spend his money on material things either. In 1982, when he married Princess Salama, one of his 6 wives, he threw the most expensive wedding on earth. The 7-day celebration took place partly inside a 20,000-seat stadium that was made just for the wedding and cost $100,000. So, there you have it, the wealth and empire of Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. What do you think of how he spends his money? And if you were that wealthy, what would you spend all your cash on? Let me know in the comments down below.